Nata!
Now it is my absolute honor to introduce a truly exemplary leader of our Knanaya community, Mr. Shaji Edatt, President of the Knanaya Catholic Congress of North America. Mr. Edatt is a name well known and respected amongst us. His journey in leadership began as president of the Chicago Knanaya Society in 2004. Since then, his dedication, strategic insight, and passion for our community has grown immensely. Mr. Edatt's vision and commitment have left a significant mark, most notably in his role in success of the last KCCNA convention in San Antonio. Under his leadership, KCCNA have achieved numerous milestones, expanded its reach, and fostered a stronger connection within the community. Please join me in celebrating and welcoming our visionary leader, Mr. Shaji Edatt.
Good afternoon, Atlanta. Respected Council General, Mr. Lakshman, Mr. City Mayor, Honorable Mr. Robin Ellicott, Walton County Commissioner, Bamanapata Acha, ex-KCCNA President, Namadeka Margareshi Maidana, Baby Chada, Baby Uralil, KCAG Shaktanaya President Dominic Chakwana, RVP Lissy Kaparambil, and Innate Perwadi Chair, the Jubilee Chair, Mr. Biju Dirthmali, all the KCAG executive members, Jubilee committee members, ex-KCAG presidents, all the pioneers who put this association where it is today, beloved ladies and gentlemen, and the children. ഒത്തിരി സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ. കാരണം സത്യം പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഞാനിന്നിവിടെ വരാൻ സാധിക്കുമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നിയില്ലായിരുന്നു. കാരണം ഇന്ന് one of my own executive committee members is getting married. He's actually probably walking down the aisle as I speak. My own Joint Secretary, Mr. Jobin Cardell, a 27-year-old youth, is getting married in Detroit. So I was there the other day for his Chandam Jartha ceremony, and I just flew in last night here, and I'll be leaving from here shortly. So, എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ചോളം KCAG എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് ഒരു ഷിക്കാഗോയുടെ ഒരു എക്സ്റ്റൻഷൻ ആയിട്ട് ഞാൻ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളൂ. കാരണം ഷിക്കാഗോന്ന് ഒത്തിരി പേര്, a lot of people have migrated from Chicago to here. നമുക്കറിയാം, കണ്ണോടിച്ച് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ഒത്തിരി പേര് ഞാനൊക്കെ 92 ഷിക്കാഗോയിൽ എത്തുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് മുമ്പേ അവിടെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന റോബിൻ എലക്കാട്ടും പലരും, ചാക്കച്ചേരി ചേട്ടായി, അതുപോലെ ജോണി എലിക്കാട്ടിൽ, so many, Biju was also there. So many people all came from Chicago. The roots are from Chicago. So looking at Ellicott and Joey Chert and my friend Jackson Kudilil. So we all have our ties to Chicago. So for me, it's like an extension, like a second home here coming. I think it's my third trip as KCCNA president, if not the fourth, to this place. I don't think I went any unit 4 times or 3. I think the maximum I went was New York, was in Houston twice. And of course, it's my ambassadorship as the national president to connect people, to reach out to people, which I think I've been trying my level best. I was in, last Sunday I was in Minnesota, last Saturday I was in Philadelphia. Of course, the march goes on. എന്നെ സംബന്ധിച്ചോളം 25 വർഷം KCAG പൂർത്തിയാക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞ് ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് ഒത്തിരി നല്ല ഓർമ്മകളുണ്ട്, നമുക്കൊത്തിരി ഇനിയും ആഗ്രഹങ്ങളുണ്ട്. And of course, I think it's just the beginning of start dreaming more. You have to dream more. Unless you dream more, you don't achieve more. Because we all have to get inspirations out of people who have dreamt more and reached more heights, like Chicago and Houston. And even if you look at a simple place like KCAC Canada, Toronto, Canada has expanded. Now we are inaugurating the 3 more regions. We have another unit popping in, already approved in Western Ontario, London-based, and we have another one in Edmonton, we have another one in Winnipeg, and of course we have another one in Calgary, already approved, which is already up and running. We also have a request from actually all the way. We are trying our level best, to connect people, to reach out people. But the main reason we do this is to save our own community. നമുക്കറിയാം KCCNA വളരണം, വളർന്നേ പറ്റൂ, ഓരോ കുഞ്ഞു യൂണിറ്റുകളും വളർന്നേ പറ്റൂ, മോർ യൂണിറ്റ്സ് നമ്മൾ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തേ പറ്റൂ. കാരണം ആഫ്റ്റർ ഓൾ നമ്മുടെ കണക്ടിവിറ്റി വർദ്ധിച്ചാലേ നമ്മുടെ പിള്ളേർ തമ്മിൽ ഉള്ള കണക്ടിവിറ്റി വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കുകയുള്ളൂ. പിള്ളേരുടെ കണക്ടിവിറ്റി വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കുക ഞാൻ മീൻ എല്ലാ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ യൂണിറ്റും, ഇപ്പോൾ കാൽഗറിന്നാണെങ്കിലും കണക്ടിക്കറ്റാണെങ്കിലും ഇവൻ ഒണ്ടാരിയോ ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട് ഓഫ് കാനഡ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വളരെ വലിയ റീജിയനാണ്, വിച്ച് അൺക്ലൂഡ്സ് കാനഡ, ടൊറാണ്ടോ ഈവൻ, Montreal. So we have a small unit in Montreal, which I'll be going there soon. But Montreal, we had a unit, and then it kind of faded away. And you know that the history of Montreal, we lost almost a good number. I don't want to say the number, but it's a big majority of our first generation kids. We lost them. Why? Because there was no real functioning unit in Montreal. We had almost 50-60 families at one time in Montreal. Of course, a lot of them moved, different directions. Some of the kids migrate to US. But at the end of the day, we have to make sure that our kids connect. And unless they connect in their own way, in their own fashion, they won't start talking to each other. Unless they start talking to each other, things don't happen. Relationships don't happen. So our goal, as far as we are concerned, the only reason that we are here, thank God we were born to Knanaya parents. ഒരു ജ്ഞാനായ അപ്പൻ്റെയും അമ്മയുടെയും മകനും മകളായിട്ട് ജനിക്കാൻ ഭാഗ്യം കിട്ടിയവരാണ് നമ്മൾ. അത് നമ്മുടെ മക്കൾക്ക് കൈമാറി. പക്ഷേ ആ മക്കള് അത് കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ definitely they have to marry another Kna. And the only way they'll meet is either the summits, the high school summits, the college summits, we have the youth conventions, we have the meet and greets. We had 4 meet and greets just last year. We did 4 of them. We did Toronto, we did Chicago, then we came back to Vegas, then we did St. Louis, then we went back to Chicago with the Knanayam for the യുവജനവേദി കിഡ്സ്. നാട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് വന്നാൽ നമ്മുടെ ചെറുപ്പക്കാർക്ക് യുവജനവേദി നമ്മൾ അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന അവർക്ക് നമ്മുടെ Knanayam എന്ന പേരിൽ ഷിക്കാഗോയിൽ 400 പിള്ളേരോട് കൂടിയായിരുന്നു. അതുപോലെ then convention was a big hit. We had almost 1,600 youth, about almost 20 and up. So that's a big number. So it was also another mini youth convention on the site. And of course, Robin knows we have our 25th Silver Jubilee of KCCNA coming up, which we're going to have it in Phoenix, Arizona, and Robin will be there. The first president, he has to be there. So we are going to celebrate the 25th, the Silver Jubilee of KCCNA, on the December 27th, 28th, and 29th, and we'll end up on the 30th. So this is how we go. Of course, I have 5 children too. I have children who have to get married, who are almost starting to get married, and my youngest daughter she's only just past 13 years old. So, see, what I believe, by the time they're 13, the game is over. So you better start early. I've been begging a lot of young families, especially in Chicago, to come to the conventions, okay? But they say, we are too busy, our kids are small, we are 4 years old. I remember almost every 5 or 6 we had a baby in a car seat. We had a baby, we had strollers with us. My first and the second, we didn't miss any conventions, right? Back in the days, nowadays, things are different. But I tell these young people, okay, you have to go to these conventions. The baby, when നമ്മൾ 6 മാസത്തെയും 2 മാസത്തെയും 3 മാസത്തെയും കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ വെച്ച് നമ്മൾ കാർ സീറ്റുമായിട്ട് ബേബി സ്റ്റോറായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ കൺവെൻഷനിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. യെസ്, ഈ 4, 5, 6, 7 വയസ്സ് കുട്ടികൾ ഇവർ കാണട്ടെ. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ San Antonio, we had almost 4,000 people there. Let those small young eyes see this big ocean of Knanaya people under one complex and one building. Chetamaru, Chechimaru, 8 vayasukaru, 10 vayasukaru, 12. That is the budding stage. So to my my brothers and sisters, my young adult families, I know there's not much here. That's again another problem. But you guys strive. What we should do is make coalitions of young adult coalitions. We have it in Chicago, of course. We have in Dallas. We have in Houston. But even smaller communities should have that young adults families coalition. Husbands and wife, you guys get together maybe once in a year, twice a year, thrice a year, and bring your kids together at the budding stage. So everybody has to share their roles. I mean, just KCCNA alone or KCAG or KCAG executive cannot do this thing. It's a big task. I actually don't want to bore our Consul General here. I'm sure he's happy hearing it because he's got children too. Everybody, any parent's goal or the dream is to raise our kids with our values, our cultures, ethnicities, and everything. So there's nothing wrong in it. It's a hidden gem that we have in the name of Knanaya. Thank God we are born in this community. I feel proud to be a Knanaya, to bear this torch. I have probably 3 months left. My term ends in March. So I have another, of course, we'll be inaugurating 3 more units, like I said. We may even go all the way to Vancouver and start a unit because I hear they also have been requesting. So Vancouver, we have around 30 families, we only needed 25 families to start a unit. But then, they have to come up and get the request formation. So KCAG ഒറ്റൊരു ചാലഞ്ച് പറയുന്നത് ഞാൻ നിർത്തുകയാണ്. I'll be leaving shortly. I have to catch the 5:10 flight. But what I'm saying, നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു കാര്യം നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യണം. കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റിയുടെ പേര് നമ്മൾ സ്ഥലം വാങ്ങിച്ചു, പള്ളിയോട് ചെയ്ത് നമ്മൾ സ്ഥലം വാങ്ങിച്ചു. നമ്മൾ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു ചെറിയ കൂരയെങ്കിലും അവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. ജാക്സന്റെ നേതൃത്വം നമ്മൾ ഒരു സെറ്റപ്പ് അവിടെ പണിതിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ വലുതായിട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു ബിൽഡിംഗ് നിങ്ങൾ സ്വപ്നം കാണുക. All I'm asking, my request is to start dreaming. Once you dream, the dream will come true. Maybe not sooner, maybe in 2 years, maybe in 4 years, but be people like Chicago and be people from all over the country who is ready to help you. KCCNA will be there ready to help you, whatever, in whichever way we can. Let's do this. I think Atlanta, you can do it. You should do it. So, personally, so I challenge the upcoming president and the secretaries and the executive committee. Of course, along with Dominic and his team, Biju. Thank you, Biju. They have been a big supporter of myself. And Lisi Jeji, Governor Lisi RVP, Shibu Karikal, Jane Kutanikara, and we have 5. Of course, Biju Turutumali. So, Biju, we have a national council coming on November 23rd. I know we all 5 have to be there. So, Shibu, my friend Shibu. So, once again, thank you for the opportunity. I'm so proud I'm here. And KCAG, hats off to you. You guys have been great. You have been wonderful. Keep up this unity. Keep up this spirit. Let's stay strong. Let's stay one. Let's stay connected. And let's stay active. And God bless the Knanaya community. Thank you guys. Thank you again.